Welcome, traveler. You have entered a realm of adventure. Prepare yourself for tales from Beyond the Dice.
Beyond the Dice is a Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition actual play podcast set in a cyberpunk city called New Ettica. I'm your Dungeon Master Luke, and your players are...
Ben, I play Cortaine, level 4 human fighter.
Jeff, I play Gaige, level 4 human wizard.
Peter, I'm playing Spigs, level 4 dwarf artificer.
And once again, Travis, who plays Little Moss, a level 4 half-orc monk, has gone rogue. He's training somewhere in the city to get stronger.
Hold on, are we allowed to multi-class? This is unfair. It's not allowed to be a rogue as well as a monk.
Yeah, Ken. No one said...
No, but he wasn't.
Alright, so let us all, besides me, roll, and we can see who will tell us what happened previously on Beyond the Dice. So roll a d20.
14.
13.
A number that's lower than the others, which I would say is an 8.
Alright, Peter, what happened previously on Beyond the Dice?
Yeah, about that. What did happen, Luke?
Alright, what happened was, as you guys found out that Little Moss wasn't coming back to the Crooked Candle after his throwdown, his fight, his brawl with the Displacer. You took on some other jobs from Thundergunk. It was 10 days later. You'd been on a few jobs. You've had other sort of stand-in mercenaries to help you out. Usually they didn't make the cut. One of them, which...
They got cut up.
Yeah, one of them.
Yeah.
I can't remember his name exactly, but he made a cut of sorts by losing his arm in a fan vent in the ceiling. We will sort of jump to Gaige getting a call from Paige Longleaf. She was one of the survivors from Terry's Diner, from where the MechaBugbear attacked you all. She basically said there are some strange dudes and a big MechaBugbear heading down into a subway station, which happens to be a hideout, a HQ, a base for the Order of the Aegis. And you had all made your way there, meeting with Paige Longleaf, then making your way down into the subway train station. You had come across these red and white skull helmet sort of goons, and you had exchanged gunfire and swords with them, leaving them dead in piles. Spigs was knocked unconscious, and just as Gaige was reviving him with a med kit that he had, you heard a familiar robotic voice call out over the PA system saying that they know that you're up there, and whoever it is to come down and face him. That's where we will start this episode, in Delta Station. This small station where once a calamity shook this part of the city when a new technology, the very first hover train, went critical and destroying a whole bunch of the tunnels, killing hundreds of people. Now our mercenaries stand there in the dark as a green light flicks on every 5 seconds for 5 seconds and then switches off, sheds the place in darkness for 5 seconds. They stand there, Gaige sort of wiping the sweat from his forehead as he hears the rise and fall and the breath of Spigs Cortaine wiping the blood off of his bastard sword as the voice crackles over the PA system in the subway. What are you going to do?
Spigs is going to roll over in his unconscious state.
Paige walks up to Gaige and Spigs, and she says, "Holy crap! Was that the bugbear guy?"
Yeah, that was a bugbear guy.
Well, we're gonna take him out?
I don't know if we're in a fit condition to take him out. Like, look at Spigs.
Hold on. I've got something. I've been carrying a couple of these around with me. They're stims. They're gonna boost him. They're gonna give him a whole bunch of adrenaline, health, but he may not be able to sleep for 24 hours or so. Do you want me to use it on him? What do you think?
Yep.
Alright. She's like squinting, and as it flashes green, she's like reading the instructions, and she says, "It says to stab it into their thigh, but I don't think it's gonna work here."
What's the meatiest part?
And she just stabs him in the side of the neck with it, presses the button. You see this purpley fluid go really bright pink, and it just the stim, which is this long tubule thing with a little needle on the end, starts vibrating. All of the liquid just disappears into Spigs, and Spigs, you get to use your 5 of your hit dice without expending them.
What if I only have 4 of them?
Well, then you get your hit dice plus 1.
Alrighty.
Should have said about that, but yep.
Let's go. It's 10 health. Plus 5 health. 15 health.
You get
I'm not dead yet.
6 temporary hit points. Your adrenaline is pumping. You can hear your heart and the blood throbbing in your ears. Your body is tingling, and you will take a -2 to wisdom saving throws and checks.
-2 wisdom, and six
for basically 12 hours.
Checks and 6 temp HP.
Yep.
Okie dokie.
I've got one more of these, but I don't think I should use it on anybody now unless...
Give it me now! Give it me now! I feel younger. I feel like I've aged backwards. Man, I can invent all the things.
Maybe...
I'm gonna build a robot, and then it's gonna destroy the world, and then I'm gonna just build another robot, destroy that robot. There's gonna be a robot war.
Maybe we'll hold off on the robot war for now. But can we? Maybe we should. Should we sneak down there or check out the room more? What do you guys want to do? I'm sort of new at this, so. Gaige?
Yeah. Okay. So let's go.
Wait.
We could check out. We don't really have anything to check out the lock. Our stealth guy is currently not here, so we could try and creep around the corner. But let's have a look around first. Is there one way to go?
Rushes down the corridor.
Spigs rushes down the corridor and down the stairs.
He's too fast. What you mean, outside? When they're upstairs?
Yeah. So what happens is when you entered this subway, you went down some
we're in the
stairs
subway.
and a hallway into a little lobby waiting room with a bunch of pillars in there. There were some drink machines on the other side, and then there were two small hallways leading, say, east and west, and then in those hallways, stairs going down again.
Spigs then rushes back, what were we doing again?
Slow down, Spigs. Slow down. Just take it easy. Take a couple breaths.
Also, in this room, you guys, when you first entered, you noticed on the right wall, on the eastern wall, there is a steel door with a little plate, but it's all dusty. you can't really see what it says.
Well, Gaige walks over the steel plate and, like, brushes his arm against it and cleans the dust off.
Okay, it says auxiliary maintenance.
Ooh. Okay, so Gaige whips his finger around the corner and tries to pry it off.
The little sign.
Sorry. So it's not a sign covering something.
No, it's just like a little sign on a door.
Okay. All right. He'll go and check the door. Is it unlocked?
It is unlocked.
Okay. So slowly he turns the door and peeks through. Is it dark in there?
It's got some of that green lighting, but it's not flicking on and off. It's just a constant green light. You see that the light on the roof says emergency lighting. You notice that this room is full of clutter. There are boxes, like crates and cardboard boxes, and some old barrels, like oil drum sort of things, old toolboxes covered in sort of webs and dust. You see on the far back wall in the green light there are some breakers, and then some like pipes and tubing with those sort of pressure valve things.
Okay. So, are there any labels or anything on the tubes?
Covered in dust, you cannot really see.
Can I sweep the dust away? Or is it, like, everywhere? Or just near where where you can turn it, is there anything there if he just gives it a rub with his gloves?
If you can push through all the stuff and you can reach the breakers pretty easy.
Mm-hmm.
You rub those off and it's like just it says emergency backup lighting. And you notice that some of the breakers have like burnt scorch marks on them, like from sparks. So it could be that when this explosion went off, hundreds of years ago, is when the first hover rail came out, that it disrupted or set off these breakers or something. You're not too sure. But you can flick them if you wish.
So we think that that's controlling the lights that are on right now, then.
It doesn't look like anybody has come in here and flicked these.
Oh, okay.
But it could be.
Hey guys, do we want to turn on more lights? Maybe. Or cause another small explosion. But if we turn on more lights, then I don't know how well we can stealth our way through this. What do you guys want to do? And we don't have much time.
Aren't all the lights already on?
No, we've got this green light, and then we can't see half the time.
I can see all the time. What are you talking about? Yeah, Spigs he's just overwhelmed.
Okay. What's Cortaine saying to this?
We should turn the lights on.
Okay. Gaige flicks the breaker.
All right.
Oh! My eyes!
Luckily for you, there is a small little spark and a little static electricity arcs up the side of the breaker, and you hear this clicking. You are not injured at all, and every second light flicks on in this dull amber lighting. Some of the other lights flicker and stay off, some of them stay on, but this is now considered dim light. All of the green flashing has turned off, but the whole place is set in dim light now.
Do we want to leave it like this? Like, we could probably break it if we want to be sneaky, but this helps me. This helps us able to fight. Okay, no comments. Let's go.
We're not the sneakiest without little moss.
That's true.
What if
Cortaine,
we wear black turtlenecks?
I don't have any on me right now.
Me either, says Paige Longleaf. She flicks out the chamber of her revolver and she clicks in another cartridge. She flicks it back and spins it.
Gaige goes over and picks up his sword as well and re-equips it.
Nice.
I think he dropped it at one point. Okay, so guns blazing it is, guys. What about the hostages?
Guns blazing.
Well, I've got some experience. Oh man. Oh wait. I think that shot's wearing off. You got another one of those? That's pretty good.
We should save it, Spigs. This stuff's supposed to last like 12 hours or so.
Yeah, but the initial high is wearing off. I don't know.
Hey, Spigs, if you go first, and then you get shot again before we get shot, we can give you another one.
Yeah, that's true.
Sounds like you want me to go. All right, let's go.
And get more. Yeah, all right, let's go. Yeah, Spigs take the front.
All right, how about I go through, like, in the ductwork, in the vents, and then surprise them from there. I've got experience in vents.
Last time you got lost in them, though. And you were hanging upside down, remember, in the roof?
Yeah, but Spigs, that's meta.
Yeah, I know.
So what do you think, guys? Good plan? I'll go in the vents.
Can we see any vents?
Not here. In the auxiliary room, there's a small vent that's probably used to, extract any, maybe fumes or something that are caused inside the room for some reason, but nothing that you could fit a Spigs into.
Take that as a no.
Yeah, I think we're going to make too much noise if we go through the vents.
Alright, through the sewers it is.
Sewer?
Alright. Is there a door at the end of the room that we'd gone in, so going back downstairs that we can continue?
There are some stairs that lead, two hallways that lead to stairs that both lead down. You see signs that say lower platforms, or then stairs that lead up, that have a sign that reads Dark Haven.
Okay, we'll go to the lower platforms then.
Alright, as you make your way down these stairs, you enter into a large subway platform area. There are 4 platforms as you see these signs pointing off in these different directions. You can see bridges that stretch from the main platforms in the middle to the platforms on the outside. And in the big center platforms, which are platforms 2 and 3, there are shops and then large waiting areas and stuff like that. Now, around the shops, you can see these small military tents and crates, chairs, fold-out tables with cards and cups, and packets of chips and stuff on it. And this place looks like it's lived in, and being a base of the Aegis, people probably do live here. But what draws your attention in this dim amber orange sort of light is this massive cyborg, a bugbear. And now he's pointing his left arm down at an older man with a beard. He's sort of got grey hair, and his beard is grey with sort of white at the bottom. He has dark skin. He looks up. He's got a rag tied across around his mouth. And Cortaine, you can see that it's Sisk. He's there in his fatigues. He wears usually some pseudo military stuff, and a brown duster. But he's on the ground. He's got a black eye bleeding from the side of the head. The bugbear, his right arm has a huge battle axe rested in it. It's resting on his shoulder, and the other hand is this big glowing cannon-like thing, and it's setting this red amber light across Sisk's face. And the bugbear says,
Finally, you have come to accept my invitation to death. First, you all killed my gang and defeated me. But I was remade, and I wanted revenge. I almost got that revenge. And you put up a miserable attempt to defend yourself at the diner. I was sure you would die there, but you and your friends
As he points the axe towards Cortaine.
crawled out alive. Now you have delivered yourself to me, so I may finish the job. Do not act so quickly. Think.
I
Guys, do we know this guy?
quickly use one of the stim sticks that I have for combat starts.
Alright, yours is a little different. It's this light blue liquid. When
Yeah.
you stab it into you get healing of, I think it was it 2d6?
1d6 for 2 rounds.
One, yeah, cool. And that like jolts into you. Let me just roll something here. You get a 1d4 of extra strength for 1 round.
Okay. Both of those rolls are all to 1.
For all of them. So you get 1 strength extra?
Yeah, and 1 health.
And 1 health. Okay. Alright, that's better than nothing, I guess. So as you stab it into your neck, the MechaBugbear says,
There are 13 others aligned with the Order of Aegis behind me in this office. My soldiers will not hesitate to execute them. They have come here for a cause. To destroy this cell.
Bugbear, what was your cause? Aren't you here for revenge?
That is correct. I have chosen to follow the path until seeing you here. Now, I want my revenge. I will destroy you. But first, I offer you this choice. Either save those people,
and he points his axe towards the office.
then fight me, which will result in your death. Or fight me now, which will result in your death, and you will never have a chance to save those people.
I don't think he knows what the
The
choice
one where we
is.
save people?
Yeah, let's just save these people and then kill this guy.
If you're okay with waiting,
You hear this guy yell out, and you see this one of the bonehead guys with the red and white mask. He pokes his head out of this office, and he's like, "But Mecha!" And then the MechaBugbear says,
Shut up! Make your choice. I will not interfere if you decide to save them first.
Let's save them first, guys.
Gaige starts making his way down to the shops after hearing what Cortaine said.
So you make your way down towards the shops, and through these blinds on the office that's there, and you see this big sign above that says tickets. You see that inside, 3 of these bonehead guys, they're all pointing submachine guns at these 13 hostages. There is also a tac droid in there. It's been painted that same sort of red, and it is pointing a pistol down at some people, and then once again off in the corner, sort of pointing towards the door, you guys can just see this another bugbear, not as big and bulky as this MechaBugbear, this cyborg. It's just wearing some sort of simple leather armors. It's got some like 3 lens goggles on its face, and it's holding a like this big, like a meat cleaver, but like a 2-handed one. This great cleaver. You hear the bonehead yell out, "Don't even think about it! Stay there!"
Look, guys, this bugbear mecha guy friend of yours, he's not really like sane, and we're gonna try and save these people. But if you kill us, if you kill any of us, you're gonna stop him from getting his revenge. So maybe just let this one go.
Persuasion check.
Ghetto crit.
Ooh, nice.
Oh,
Okay, let's
a 19 plus 1.
Yep, 19 plus 1. Alright, let me roll for these 3 guys here. Actually, 4 dudes. Okay. The bugbear's like,
You guys, I wouldn't fuck with that thing out there. No, I think we should probably let him go.
but then the other 3 boneheads in the red skull mask things, skull helmets, one of them says, "No fucking way! The boss said we're gonna be here and we're gonna take out these Aegis pieces of shit, and we're gonna take them out. okay? And you hear another one say, yeah, we're gonna take him out, man. We're being paid to do this. We're gonna follow the boss. Whatever the boss says, we're gonna do. And the third one, he's like, kill him. We gotta kill him.
Technically not Aegis members.
What if you left? What if you guys just walk out and let the bugbear kill us, and then you can walk back in and finish off these guys like nothing happened? How does that sound?
One of the guys says, look, what'll do is we're gonna go up to the next level up there, and he points to the stairs that you've just come down, and we're gonna wait. Whoever comes up those stairs is gonna get shot and die. That's what we're gonna do. We're gonna leave this room now without killing anybody. But if anybody comes up those stairs, Aegis or not, besides the bugbear,
oh man, that was my plan.
we're gonna shoot and we're gonna kill, because that's what we're here to do. We're here to stop the Aegis.
All right, yeah, you guys go up there and you stop the Aegis. Do what you gotta do.
Yeah, stop for ages.
They point to the tac droid and they do like a hand signal, and it nods and it like walks out pointing its pistol at you guys, and the boneheads file out, all pointing their guns towards you. The bugbear puts his big cleaver on his back. He looks at the MechaBugbear and he's got like this worried look on his face. He pulls up this light machine gun that he had resting against the wall. He's pointing it at the people, and then like at the hostages. He makes his way out of the office, pointing at you guys. They all slowly make their way around all the pillars and around you to the stairs. They slowly back up. Anybody want to do anything before they leave?
No.
Gaige just like holds his hands up to the side, like kind of like cool. Just letting you go. We're not touching guns. Not acting threatening. Oh, maybe as they leave, as they walk up the stairs, Gaige says, "See you guys soon."
The normal bugbear, you see him gulp, and then he backs up slowly, pointing the light machine gun, and they all disappear up the stairs. The MechaBugbear turns to you guys.
We got out of that.
Yeah, well, you rolled incredibly well. You beat their wisdom checks, their passive wisdom. You did good. Perfect D&D stuff right there.
On a persuasion +1.
Usually D&D players persuade themselves into trouble.
Yes.
But you got out of it, so congratulations. The MechaBugbear turns to you and he says,
Very good. Now we can commence battle. I shall move this weakling out of the way, and then we shall fight.
Who are you calling weakling?
Which weakling is he talking about?
The one on the ground.
Sisk.
I take a shot at him with my shotgun. Not Sisk, the MechaBugbear.
Like, no, I will take out this weakling. You shoot him. Alright, cool. Well, let's all roll initiative, I guess.
Ooh, that's pretty good for Spigs.
19, Gaige.
20.
Oh, yeah.
18.
Oh, wow.
Whoa. We're ready.
MechaBugbear got a 12, and Paige Longleaf. Fuck, dudes. I got a crit on that one, so she's on 22.
Nice.
She snipes the Cyberpunk.
Cortaine, because you initiated the battle, you get a surprise round on him, so roll just like an attack off your shotgun.
Nice. Okay.
Does this mean Sisk didn't get out of the way before the shotgun blast goes
He's
off?
on the ground though.
Yeah, he's on the ground,
Okay.
and this bugbear is like 8 foot tall.
Yep.
This cyborg, but he is in the way, correct?
Wait, so Sisk is in the way?
No, not of your shotgun unless you roll incredibly poorly.
That is an 18.
That will hit. So you're aiming for this thing's head, or
Yeah,
would you like
I'm
me to
going
quickly
for
describe him?
I'm going for say his torso.
Cool. His torso is like this big metal plate, and there's this like looks like a reverse jet engine that has this constant orange-red glow in it. He's got this cybernetic eye, and this like his whole jaw is like a big metal jaw with fake sort of metal sharp teeth on it. You can see bits of fur on his head and a little bit of fur on one of his legs, but that's it. The rest of him is this big mechanical suit.
Okay.
How far away is he?
From you guys, I would probably say he's 30 feet.
Okay. And how far away are the shops where the guys are?
The shops?
Yeah, the Aegis guys in the office shops thing.
Like 50 feet.
Okay. Cool.
None of them have started moving yet.
Yeah. Did you roll their initiative or anything as well?
They are of a group initiative, and they are on a 2.
15 damage.
15 damage. What sort of damage? Ballistic, correct?
Yeah, ballistic.
Cool. You blast, you see like a piece of the shrapnel from your shotgun like tear through the flesh on his head, and the rest of it punch into the metal, and some of it bounce off. You can see that it didn't do a lot of damage, I should say.
Okay. Not a lot as in he just has a lot to get through, or that it was ineffective?
Wasn't as effective as you thought it might be.
Okay. I see how it is.
And we will go to initiative order now. Paige pulls out her pistol and she starts a blasting. Okay, let's see if she hits. And that's a 19, which will hit. And 6. She points her pistol her revolver two-handed. Bang, bang. Fires 2 shots. One hits him in the chest, the other hits him in the neck. He looks down at this small half-elf woman and he says,
I do not know who you are, but prepare to die with your friends.
And next it is Spigs' turn.
So Spigs is his first move. He's like, alright guys, I'm not going down this time. And he grabs out of his little like pocket box hand compartment.
Yep.
Pops open the door, bing, and pulls out a couple of like sticks, and he like attaches them onto his like armor, like certain places. So they're kind of like, so imagine they're pretty much spikes, and then there he activates one of them, and then he sends like he's got like a force field like shoots out, and they like connect in a perfect sort of sphere around him. Now he has +2 armor.
Nice. What spell was that?
That was what I used last time. Shield of Faith.
Nice.
That's my bonus
Faith in the
action.
machine.
Yeah. Now he looks all punk-like.
And is that that's an action?
That is a bonus action.
Cool.
And then Spigs will then let loose his cannon. That's not a good number. Do I have any? I do have a hero dice left. I will use a hero dice. This one. Alright, so that is 12 plus 4. 16 versus AC.
What is this? A shot with your thunder cannon?
Yep.
As you do so, as you shoot at him, he bats the electricity shot or the ballistic shot, whatever it is, aside with his huge great axe that he's holding in one hand.
Damn.
And was it electricity?
No, he's going lethal.
All right, cool. So these bullets, he slams them, and you see them like drop to the ground a few meters away. Next is Gaige.
Okay, so Gaige is going to flank the MechaBugbear on the side of the towards the officers. He says, "Do you guys have any weapons? Any RPGs, bazookas, anything for this giant guy thing? It'd be super helpful." And then
What's your passive perception?
11.
You don't hear any reply.
Yep, that's fine.
This boss battle music is playing really loud in your ears.
Cool. Okay, so Gaige doesn't hear replies, so he's going to start heading towards them. He doesn't get there yet. His speed is 30 feet, so I guess he does a full move action towards them.
Yep.
And then he's going to do Witch Bolt. Witch
Alright.
Bolt.
Which one?
Yeah.
Which one?
Okay, so... now, can I use a hero dice for this, or not?
You roll, and then you roll your attack, and then choose if you want to use hero dice.
So 13. So yes, I will use hero dice. Sorry. 14.
14. That is a miss. So you shoot this beam, and as he sees you running towards the hostages, he turns, and when you fire it, you see this intake in his chest, and he sucks the magic in, and you see his red eye, one of the robotic eye, the big orb-like one, it glows hotter, this hot red, and all of the little linings of light around and energy around his armor glows brighter as well.
I don't think we should use lightning, guys.
It's gonna be a bad time.
That's all I've got.
Use another god. Alright, it's kind of all I got too. Okay, cool. I'm also out of slots for first level battles.
Alright, next is Cortaine.
Are there a lot of, not pouches, but just look, what I want to do is I've got one grenade left, and I would like to do the whole put it on his person, get it wedged in somewhere, and then he goes away.
Alright, well he does have he's not his cybernetics are not completely symmetrical. Some parts are bigger and bulkier than others. He kind of looks like he's been thrown together. All these different parts have been built this huge mechanical thing around this bugbear. So yeah, there's probably a place you can try and stash it. I would have you would probably have to get close. And then I'll maybe get you to roll maybe an investigation or
could I try to grapple him?
Yeah, you want to do a
I want to
suicide
grapple
explosion?
him, put it on, and then next turn I'll ditch.
All right, you can.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to grapple
You
him.
can definitely do so.
Yep.
All right, so you move up to him and roll your attack.
20.
That grapples. So you grip him. Explain how you do it, and your aim is to hide the
Yes, I'm on his back, and he's like, "Oh, get off of me!" And then I'll be like, "My delight," and I get off, and there's a grenade on.
Yep, cool. So you jump up on his back, and you sort of grab his arm as you do it. So you're locking his cannon arm behind his his back, and you're holding his neck, and he's like,
Release me!
Yeah, basically, that's my plan.
cool. And let's maybe, what do you think? Do you think a sleight of hand to place it while he's trying to shake you off?
Didn't he have that big, a hole thing where he sucked in the witch bolt? Could he just use strength and jam it in there?
Yeah,
You could certainly.
It's
try.
also because I'm bad at sleight of hand, but I was hoping to use strength and just jam it in.
Well, you grappled him at the moment. You did say he was from the back, so you can try and reach over and force it into his chest if you want.
I will. I'll try to give him the old reach around.
All right, roll a strength check, and he will. He's gonna roll an opposing.
Wait, but
one
if
to
I
sort of
shove the grenade in his front and then try to get away, the explosion's probably going to kill my old friend down on the ground.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, no, I'm not going to do it yet. I'm grappling him, and I'll call out to my friends and allies to get Sis out.
All right, so you're gonna try and hold him there for the moment.
Yeah.
Cool. And next will be MechaBugbear. He is going to use an action to break free of this this grapple. And
He snaps him in half.
that will be... Yep, that's going to be a 16. So, grappled creature can use its action to escape. To do so, it must see the strength or dexterity check contest. Okay, so you need to make another strength check as a contest to see who gets the higher.
Oh, I'm going to use one of our hero dice.
All right.
16.
So he meets it. He beats it.
it.
So he rips his cannon arm free and shakes
Oh wait,
you
you
off
said
and drops to the
you
ground.
said I get +1, didn't you, for my strength? That means it's a 17.
Yes.
Oh, yes.
Nice, thank you for that. That
No
stim
problem.
stick.
All right, he doesn't break free or shake you off. You're still holding him there. He can't break free, but he can still make attacks.
Bring it on.
So, what he's going to do is he will.
Is it disadvantage?
He's basically going to try and trying to blast you with his cannon at first. Oop, fuck, sorry, I just dropped my d20. Let's roll this other one here then. I rolled an 18, which will be +7. I'm guessing that's going to hit.
Yes.
So that will do. It's in a 10-foot cone as this blast of red hot bullets or shrapnel fires out, doing a good old 9 ballistic damage to you.
9 ballistic. Okay.
Yep. And then he shall use, as you sort of like fling around a bit, he's using his great axe and he's just going to chop into you.
Okay.
16, 23 versus AC.
Yeah, that's gonna be a hit.
9, 13 slashing damage.
Ooh, I am almost dead.
And that is the end of his turn. That's all he can do.
Okay.
Next will be
It is worse.
the hostages.
Wasn't good enough.
The Sisk. He is going to attempt to get up. You see that his legs are bound with these large sort of square-like manacle sort of things, and so are his arms. He's going to basically try to like fall onto his side and try and roll away from the fight. And he moves a good old 10 feet away. That's basically the end of his turn. None of the other hostages move from the room. Next we'll have Paige, and she is going to once again fire. She's going to miss. She's trying not to shoot Cortaine, so she's trying to shoot him in the chest area. And she shoots, it just bounces off. She hits a very thick plate on the...
Get sis to safety!
and she's like, okay. And she makes her way towards him. She gets to him, but she can't do anything else. So it's Spigs' turn.
Spigs locks in another ammo cartridge and fires up the cannon.
Just a normal shot.
I think I just gain... Yeah, so it's still lethal.
Yep.
But he always gets like the extra damage.
Cool.
For the Thundermonger. And he's probably going to miss again for that one. That was a 9 plus 4. So 13 versus AC.
13 plus AC. That is going to miss.
That is Spig's turn. He'll like move into some cover. Probably like protecting the in front of the hostages, so kind of shielding them.
All right, you can move behind like some crates and stuff that they had been using.
Yeah.
Cool. And then it will be Gaige's turn.
Gaige doesn't run, but he moves very quickly towards where the hostages are, And can he see them?
Yep. Yes, they're all gagged with like thick tape around their heads, like around their mouths. Their arms and legs are sort of what is it called? Cable tie.
Gaige pulls out his sword and cuts one of whoever's closest. Like he cuts one of the guys free and then gives him the sword. And he says, "Anything you can do to help?" Like,
all right. He grabs the sword. I rolled for his just say his courage. He grabs the sword and he's like, "Fuck this! I'm out of here!" And he makes his way out. He runs.
He would have passed if you handed him a gun, because who needs courage when you have a gun?
I rolled a 2 on it. He runs about 20 feet.
Does he take the sword with it?
Yeah, he takes the sword.
Ah. Can I? As he says it, does he become my enemy, and then I can react as he goes past me? And
you can consider him an enemy.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm going to try and disarm him. Is that possible with an attack?
Do you have anything that allows you to do it?
No, just an unarmed strike. Like, as it's a reaction to him running away.
You can try and grapple him. If you can like try and punch him, and if you roll well enough, I'll sort of work it so that he drops the weapon.
Idiot tries to like punch him, not stop him. Yeah. 12.
That hits him. You basically punch him, causing 1 damage, but he does not drop the weapon.
Okay.
Next will be Cortaine.
Okay, so this is gonna be a bad decision, but none of them saved Sith. I will jam the grenade in his chest.
Yep.
Then my plan is to jam it in his chest, roll off, try to get Sith away with my strength. If I can't, I'm just gonna lay on top of him and try to take the grenade.
Do you have multiple actions? You got...
No, I don't. I used Max and Surge in the last fight.
So, what would it be? Would you have to... You know what? Make a strength check to try and push it in there, and then he'll make a dexterity saving throw, as per 5th edition rules. Did you roll a 1?
Oh, I rolled a 1.
Oh no! Alright, he's gonna roll the
New character for me, guys.
So you go to place the grenade in his chest area, and like the heat from it lights up the grenade in your hand.
Yep.
Which is going to be good and bad. You will take 5d6 piercing. 17 piercing damage. It blows off your hand.
Oh!
Or maybe your fingers.
No, it blows off my hand. I rolled a 1.
Yeah, that's true. Okay, it blows off your hand. He takes... What is it?
I think Spigs has a spare one.
He takes a little bit of damage, but he sees you reaching around, and he is able to bring up his arms to deflect it from the main part, like the main place of his body. So he takes a small amount of damage, and he throws you to the ground. You're prone.
I'm also unconscious.
Alright. So you see this explosion go off as Cortaine tries to press it into his chest area, and the grenade turns this bright, hot red. It explodes, and then it's like the bugbear slams Cortaine in the ground like the Hulk did Loki in Avengers, and the bugbear has a whole bunch of shrapnel and stuff stuck in him, so it did some damage, but not as much as Cortaine was hoping for. Cortaine does not move. It is the bugbear's turn. He looks down at Cortaine and says,
"Pitiful attempt to destroy me. Now I will turn on your friends."
And he turns, looks around, and he's going to look between... I'm going to roll a d4 to look at Sisk, Paige, Spigs or Gaige. And I rolled a 1. That was Sisk. So he makes his way up 10 feet, and he's going to just lift up his great axe in one hand. It's going to glow a... I think it's going to glow blue. Let's see. I'll roll while I do this. You see energy... Yeah, so you see the energy from his chest, like the red. It sends out that blue, the same blue electricity that that he stole from Gaige as Gaige did the witch bolt. It sort of the energy flows into his great axe as he's swinging it down. There's this big lightning arc as he hits into luckily the ground right next to Sisk's head as Sisk rolls out the way, and this arc lightning sort of shoots off in another direction, hits the tracks, and you see it all flick up along the tracks. And that's the end of his turn. So that will now be hostages. I'm just going to react as Sisk for the moment. He is going to once again try and roll away. He makes it another 10 feet. And the guy with the sword is also going to... he rolls a 2. He trips over. And he doesn't go... So as you punch him, Gaige, he makes it another 5 feet and then he trips. Now the other hostages move because they're all bound. They're all laying on the ground or on their knees. Next will be Paige. And she will make her way over to Sisk, taking an off-tack of the Bugbear. She dodge rolls as he swipes his great axe across through the air. She grabs Sisk, and she's going to roll a strength, which is 11 plus 1, 12. Yeah, she picks him up and she helps him 15 feet away, and that's the end of her turn. It's Spigs' turn now.
Where is Cortaine?
Cortaine is probably like, because you moved towards the building, Cortaine is probably 20, 25 feet. Actually, no, maybe more to 25, 30 feet away from you.
More importantly, where is the Bugbear in relation to that position? Like, is he in the way between Spigs and
No,
Cortaine?
he is moved towards the stairs that you entered from, so he is not between you and Cortaine.
Alright, so Spigs is going to run up to Cortaine.
Yep.
Like, and then he's going to cast...
Can he run? chicken legs.
Yeah, like that, yeah.
Yeah.
The Spigs type of running, you know, really slow and like epic. As like exploding grenades go off in the background. He will cast the spell Cure Wounds.
Ooh, nice.
So he gets out from his like pocket laboratory kit in his arm.
Yep.
He'll like pop open the door again and then reach in and grab out this like... This is another, like, a syringe. And he basically will, like, stab into Cortaine with his hand and then pump him full of magic juice.
Oh, man. I just don't like the thought of you pumping your brother full of magic juice.
Whoa, that's definitely in a blooper.
Oh, I'm gonna leave that in. Monster. All right, let's see how Spigs pumps Cortaine full of magic juice.
Yeah, Spigs is not related to Cortaine.
Probably one
whatsoever.
of the best things that you've said on the podcast so far. All right, what did you roll for them healths?
So a creature you touch regains a number of hit points equal to 1d8 plus your spell casting ability modifier, whatever number that is.
You cast with intel, don't you?
I do. I can see the save. Is this my intel modifier?
Yeah, not the saving throw, the modifier.
Yeah, so +3.
Cool. So 1d8 plus 3.
Plus 3. I will roll it then. So that is a total of 6.
Well, from wherever you were, up 6 points, Cortaine.
Pardon?
He healed you 6 points.
Heal me 6 points, so I go up to 0 and then heal 6? Because I'm in the negative.
How much negative?
10.
That's a good question. What do you...
I can't remember.
What do we usually do?
It's in the player's handbook.
Let's go here.
Like
Falling to 0 hit points.
Yeah, you just go to 0.
Yeah, you just go to 0. Cool.
Are you conscious? Is he conscious?
Nah, he's not. He's got to roll a
1d4.
1d4 for the moment, unless somebody uses a stim on him.
3.
All right, so he will basically wake up in 3 hours. But you guys don't know that. And Spigs, are you doing anything else?
Oh, sorry, no, Spigs is done. He'll try. Maybe he so that was an action. As a bonus, I already ran up to him, so I've already used my move. Oh, he's part of the rest of my move. That's pretty sick. Yeah, that's it. I'm done.
All right. Next, we will go to
First thing
Gaige.
Gaige says is, Paige, get out of the open. Heal up Cortaine and then hide behind Spigs' legs.
Huh?
Heal up Gaige. Oh, sorry. No, sorry, not Gaige. Cortaine.
All right.
Damn it. And then hide behind Spigs' legs. And then he turns. Did that guy fall on the ground that he punched?
Yeah, he's like
Okay.
10
Looking
10
around,
feet
are
from you,
these guys
basically.
all in military-esque gear? Like, yeah.
The people, the hostages? No, they're random. They're like some look civilians, some look like
Okay.
Aegis people.
Oh, okay. So
mixed
the
bunch.
one that he handed the sword to he was just a random guy. He wasn't in any kind of military gear. I thought all the Aegis guys were military.
Oh, they're like street militia, but he was.
Okay.
He was.
Do
just
they
a fucking
have
coward.
Is the Aegis a religious organization? No.
No,
Okay.
no. They're for like justice and protection for the people of Darkhaven because like the police don't do so.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, Gaige is gonna try anyway. He's gonna and he fell over. Yeah, sorry. Okay. So Gaige turns to him and he says you that fell over and you're about to run up there and get shot. The Aegis is here to help people, to stop these things from happening. And I had respect for you guys, but instead you're just standing around getting shot. Why don't you pick up that sword and go help your friends?
All right, persuasion check or persuasion. I would say the way that went.
4. Can't roll 2. Yeah.
He lets go of the blade, but he doesn't do anything yet because it's not his turn.
Okay.
I'll say that was a bonus.
Oh, you
and
sure?
let you do a normal
Okay.
standard.
Alright.
Yep.
I was.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay.
No, I'm trying to be a good DM. I'm not trying to be as bad as or as ruthless as I am sometimes.
So, okay. Gaige is going to.
Tell that
Sorry?
to Cortaine's hand.
He's gonna stand. Damn it! What should he do? Okay, I hadn't thought this far. Special beam.
Special
cannon.
beam cannon.
No, I already used that. Didn't work. It just got absorbed. Yeah.
It's just because you're really bad.
Really? No, I'm too worried. No, Gaige thinks it's going to be absorbed at any rate. Actually, can he do... No, Detect Magic doesn't work to that much detail to find out how that thing on his chest works, right? Yeah, just...
No, it'll
it's
just
magic. Yeah,
Basically
okay.
tell you what it is.
Yeah. Gaige is going to try and shoot... Did we have,
You can... you could probably... I will let you roll, an intelligence check. It'll be your standard... or your action and if like I'll tell you what different parts of him are. Like as somebody who's a hacker and that sort of thing, and into cybernetics, you might know what those things are.
So I can roll an
if you want to do
Arcana
that,
or investigation, or perception.
I would probably say like it would fall under nature, because nature checks are like to find the nature and the origin of things.
So I'm
and
looking
stuff.
for weaknesses and try and figure out how that thing works. Cool.
Yep.
11.
Oh, actually, nature, the recall law about terrain, plants, animals. Maybe not. Just roll a
Okay.
Yeah, roll an investigation.
Do you want me to use? Oh no, I forgot what it was. Okay. 18.
Roll it again. That's all good. 18. Okay, that thing in the chest is probably just a vent to sort of push out any of the whatever heat and energy is keeping this thing alive. It seems to work like a vacuum as well. So in instances, it can suck in energy. But it's not like an automatic thing. Like you attacked, but you were sort of too slow, and he was too quick, and he could sort of suck in the energy as like a reaction.
Do you think is it on the front?
Yeah, it's on his front.
And so if Gaige completely flanked it, he might not be able to see it, even if I miss.
Yeah, possibly,
Okay.
unless you roll really bad.
Yeah. Okay. Hostages. In Gaige's mind, like, and his disgust of these people, like, they work, because Gaige is very much like, protect the innocent. He no longer sees them as innocent. He sees them as idiots.
From one guy.
Yeah. Like, he was a representation of their thing, and no one...
Well, they're like relatively safe. There's no one that's there threatening them.
Yeah.
Like immediate threat.
That's true, but they all like...
They're in a room as well.
They know the situation. They know what's going down. And so he's going to leave the guy with the sword and try and flank the big guy.
All right.
Yeah.
And then what are you doing?
That's it. I've used all my actions. So he's going to move around to behind the bugbear, hoping that he's distracted.
How close within how close are you going to move?
He'll be within 20 feet of range of the bugbear.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Next will be Cortaine. You are stabilized from the healing.
Mm-hmm.
You have rolled your d4. So until somebody uses a stim on you or something, I would say that that's your turn. You don't need to roll d20s and death saving throws or anything at the moment until you're injured again. We will move to the MechaBugbear, who is he's got his eyes on Paige at the moment, Paige Longleaf, because she went and took or protected Sisk from his attack. So he's going to go after her. And his first Great Axe attack misses. And his second one is definitely going to hit. And that will be... good fucking... What shithead. Alright. He rolled incredibly poorly on his attack, which is good, but also annoying. So on a d12 I rolled a 1. On the d8 extra damage I rolled a 1. So he does 5 slashing damage, and then a little arc of lightning hits her for 1 thunder damage as it cracks as he hits. Which is basically nothing. Anyway, that is the end of his turn. It will now move to the hostages. And let's see what that guy does. Yeah, he runs up the stairs.
He leaves the sword behind though.
Yep.
And he goes...
He leaves the sword behind.
He ran up the stairs. Doesn't he hear gunfire?
Yep.
He gets killed
He only
by
has a
the
certain amount of
demons.
footsteps, so like square movements. So we'll see. Next is Paige, and she is going to close range fire against the bugbear. Rolling a 1. Completely puts the gun up to his chest. He smacks it away. She fires into the air. It is now Spigs' turn.
Spigs will lock and load.
All right.
And then fire. Yeah! It's better than before. There's a 19.
That'll hit.
Plus whatever to hit. Plus 4 to hit. So 23.
Alright.
Oh, I rolled a 1 and a 2 and a
4,
3, 7, 9 piercing damage.
9 piercing.
Yep, and then Spigs will run back to where he was before to protect behind those barrels to protect the hostages and also to protect himself.
Alright. You're not going to try and take Cortaine or use anything on him? Nah, you already did it. Too bad.
Oh, can I?
It is now Gaige's turn.
Okay, so I was thinking about this. Gaige is in a moral dilemma, whether to help his friends or help the idiots / innocents. So I'm just gonna roll a d20.
Yep.
Since I can't have the button. So 1 to 10 hostages, 10 to 20, or 1 to 9 hostages, 10 to... No, how does it even work? Anyway, whatever, 10 up, you'll save friends. Okay, so roll a 14, so he's going to save friends, and he's going to use a level 2 Witch Bolt. Is he
Alright.
behind? So he's behind the bugbear now?
Yeah.
15.
I would say you're kind of close to Cortaine at this moment too. 15?
Yeah.
You want to roll hero dice?
Yes. Last one. 20. Non-nat. And it's level...
That's a hit.
Okay. So Gaige, he pulls back his hand for his witch bolt, and nope, it's gone. Okay, he pulls back his hand for his witch bolt, and this time instead of shooting it straight away while running like he did before, he holds onto it for as long as he can, so it holds longer, and instead does 2d12 damage as I use a 2nd level sports slot.
Nice. What sort of damage is it?
Lightning. Wait, 1 sec. I just need to double check it because it's not. 13 lightning damage.
Alright.
But also, the arc, it's spun around the room and it's holding onto him now.
Oh, yeah, cool.
Yeah.
Alright. It shocks into him, and you do see that it's not as effective as you thought it would be. But it still does damage. He flinches at it, but then you see the sort of little crackles of lightning sort of flick into these the lights and energy pulses around his body.
Okay.
So just to give it flavour, he has resistance against lightning.
Yeah.
And next we have Cortaine. Can't do anything at the moment. And MechaBugbear's turn. He will turn towards the shots and the lightning that he was just hit with. And odds and evens. Odds Spigs, evens a Gaige. Odds. He is going to charge towards Spigs. And on the way there, he's going to point his cannon arm and fire a spell known as... I didn't bring it up like an idiot. Sorry. Chain lightning. So he's going to bounce it off Gaige and then Spigs, but continue for Spigs.
Is he doing that because I've charged him with lightning?
Because you hits a spell he has
Okay.
and you hit him.
Okay.
So you both need to make a dexterity saving throw.
Dex.
I'm gonna just roll up the damage.
Gaige is gonna
19.
16, and he's also used another shield.
Okay, let's see what his. You both pass, but you take 23 lightning damage as this arc lightning hits both of you. First, Gaige, it arcs off, hitting Spigs, and then just blasts against a column.
Wait, sorry. So Gaige got hit as well?
Lightning damage.
Yeah, so on a past save, you take half the damage.
So he rolled 46 damage.
Oh,
Yep.
half.
Because it's 10d8 lightning.
Holy crap.
Not down. Down to 7.
And that is the end of... Oh no, he runs towards Spigs. He sees that you have been knocked out. And he will turn towards Gaige. And he will say...
Your friends are dying. You are next.
Was running an action?
That's all he does. He can't. He's like moved all the way to Spigs. He can't get back to you.
Yes.
Next is hostages. None of them are breaking free, and it's really sad. You guys hear, or sorry, Gaige, you hear gunshots off up the stairs.
Oh, it's like no, he ran away.
And Sisk, he's still struggling to get free. He can't do anything. It's Paige's turn. She's going to... I'm going to roll for this as well. Evens, she's going to cut Sisk free. Or try and break him free of the shackle things. And then odds, she's going to fire at the bugbear.
But Gaige told her to heal Cortaine.
Yeah, I know.
Okay, alright.
She points her revolver at the bindings, and Sisk puts them both together, and he's making mumbling noises, and she fucking aces it. She blasts one shot, cuts both of the binds on Sisk. His legs and arms are separated, and he from each other as they were bound, and he stands up. He will now add into initiative properly. Yeah, that's all right. He's actually just after Gaige, and he doesn't do anything yet. But where are we? Paige will then move to Cortaine, but then that's all she can do. Spigs, death saving throw for me, please.
Alrighty. Spigs rolls a 3.
That's
a
one fail.
fail.
Alright, Gaige, it is your turn.
Okay, so we're on 3, there's platforms, right?
Yeah, so the ones that you're on are platform 2 and 3. It's like a really big platform with all the shops. And then 1 and 4 are like across the other side.
Okay, so how close near the edge are we? And how far is the drop?
Cortaine would be 20 feet from the edge. You would probably be 30 feet from the edge.
Okay, and okay, so what I want to try and do, like let me know if this isn't possible. So I want to ready an action. So when the MechaBugbear comes towards me, Gaige he's going to stand in a spot. So when he charges him, because he always seems to be doing melee attacks, he also does chain lightning attacks, but also the melee attacks. He's going to move and then do Thunderwave to try and blast him off the edge.
Alright, because does Thunderwave push him?
Yeah, creatures.
Alright. Yeah, that's how many squares does it push him?
10 feet.
Okay,
So he's gonna move towards the edge and then possibly like sidestep and then do it.
Yep, cool. That is a possibility. Do you want to move over there and ready it?
Yep.
Cool.
Yeah, and also he shouts at the leader of the idiots to help his idiot friends.
Sisk.
Yeah.
Alright.
They don't have names anymore. They're just... Waste.
Cool, so you move over there and you ready attack, and the trigger would be if the bugbear comes near you, you use Thunder Wave to push him off the edge.
Yeah, and he looks at him and says like, well, come hit me then.
Alright, cool. Taunt him.
Yep.
Sweet.
Yay! Death.
It is Sisk's turn, and he will make his way towards Cortaine. He's going to pull Cortaine's shotgun free, and he's going to move towards the bugbear and take a shot. Oh, that's not bad. 16. Yeah, 20, that'll hit. And that will be 2d8. 10. 11. And shoots. And the MechaBugbear wipes some blood away from his cheek as some shrapnel sprayed into it from the shotgun. Next we will have Cortaine. Once again, can't do anything. Sorry, Ben. It is
All good.
MechaBugbear's turn, and he is going to run towards Sisk. He's going to make a Great Axe attack on Sisk, and then he is going to run towards Cortaine. Towards Gaige to do the same.
Okay.
So running in towards, because Sisk is basically on the way to you.
Yep.
He swings his big blade. Sisk drops to a knee, ducking it. Bugbear looks back over his shoulder as he charges towards Gaige. He then focuses on Gaige to attack.
Wait.
10.
I interrupt. Well, I do.
You do.
So I do 24. What is it? Yeah, I do.
Does he have to make a dex, or do you attack him?
A save, yeah. Fail save. Constitution save.
Constitution.
24.
He rolled a 14 plus 3.
Cool. Okay. So Gaige does 2d8, 9 damage, and tries to push him off the platform to gain us more time.
Alright, 9 damage. And
Thunder.
Thunder?
Yeah. Yeah, thunder is of force.
Force damage.
Yeah.
Cool. You see, as this force damage hits him, a big chunk of his armor crumples in, and he's like,
And does he get blown off the thing?
yep, he falls down. You
Nice.
push him back with this shockwave. He falls down onto the train tracks with this big clunk and crunch. And you hear him going, you could see that force damage did quite a lot of damage to him.
That would be very helpful if I had spell slots left.
And is that at the end of your... No, that's the end of his turn.
Oh, yeah.
Hostages.
There's a sword that they can see.
Oh! You see a guy climbing out of the door. It looks like he has snapped the cable ties at his feet and his hands. He's still got the tape on his mouth. He's pulling that off. The nearest weapon is Spigs' thunder cannon. He's going to pick that up, and then he looks down at Spigs, and he's going to try and stabilize. Well, he doesn't have a lot of bonuses, but he rolls an 8. It's not going to really do much. Sorry, Spigs. He tried. He doesn't know where the machine starts and ends with Spigs at the moment. This poor guy. Next will be Paige, and she's going to stab Cortaine right in the. You're pretty armored up, so she's gonna try and stab you in the sort of the neck area with this pep, this stim that she's got, and you get the healing, which is 5 hit dice.
5 hit dice?
But it's your hit dice plus 1 you can use to heal up as you come back with full of adrenaline, taking a -2 to wisdom checks and saving throws. for 12 to 24 hours.
Nice. But my hand doesn't grow back, does it?
No. Unfortunately
Dang it. Okay, I'm back.
That would be handy.
Alright. And it is Spigs' turn. Roll a saving throw for me. Death saving throw.
What happens if Spigs rolls a natural crit?
Then he jumps to, as per my rules as a DM, it's like a heroic feat of gripping onto life. Spigs sits up. His eyes are wide. He's got 1 HP. He sees an Aegis soldier like trying to tend to his wounds. In one hand, the Aegis soldier is like holding the thunder cannon. Spigs just rips it out of his hand. And what does whose turn is it now? Yeah, it is your turn. What do you do? You're still sort of prone.
Where's the bugbear?
The Aegis guy points and he's like,
Over there.
and he points towards the railway tracks.
Over there. Over there. Over there. Over there.
Is he done? Can't
He's
see.
not done yet.
Spigs runs across.
Well, you use half your movement getting up, and then you can move.
Alright, so half my movement is nothing. And then...
Yeah, but you've got a gun. That's okay. That shoots distances.
Alright, so half my move is 7.5 feet. I use the other 7.5 feet to move towards the bugbear. But then I use my sniper / cannon because that's
Wait,
like
quick question.
stupid range.
You've got no line of sight. You cannot see him. He's down in the tracks.
Okay.
A fire mortar.
Mortar. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. No. Basically, the only person that can see him is Gaige. And it is Gaige's turn.
He's down here. Gaige. He needs to walk to the edge. I'm guessing.
No, you
Okay.
can see him from there.
I can't remember our rules. Do we have a take aim? And
You can just.
or do I get advantage for higher ground?
Well, he's just sort of laying there.
Exactly, right?
So usually when they're prone, it's harder to hit them, but because you're higher than him and he's just laying on the tracks, I'm gonna say it's not advantage, but you don't get disadvantage.
Okay.
But there's no aim. You can just shoot. A pistol is
Sorry, I didn't re-add it to this.
2d4
Yeah, but what, and dex to hit.
plus your proficiency in dex. Yep.
Oh, get a crit. Yeah.
Nice. All right, hit.
And 2d4. Well, not plus 4. 6 damage.
All right. You shoot him in the face. It like punches through the metal plating on his face, and he like roars in pain. But you don't see any blood come out or anything. Anything else you want to do, or is
Can
that
I
it?
prone so he can't see me? Like,
Yeah, you can move back. or you
actually,
can-
how high is the edge? But actually, like, how far down is he? Like 10 feet? Because he could probably just jump up.
Yeah, probably like 10 feet.
Oh, Gaige will take a step back from the edge, so he can't just get pulled down. Yeah.
All right, cool. Next is Sisk. He's going to run past and stand on the edge. He's going to pump the shotgun and fire into the bugbear again. Just hits.
Yes.
2d6 once again, isn't it? 2d6 shotgun. Nope. 2d8. Fuck yeah. 14 damage. Right. So blasts. And then it is Cortaine's turn.
How far am I away from the precipice?
20 feet.
I will get up using half my move. Move 15 feet towards the edge. Can I see the bugbear from where I am?
15 feet from the edge?
No, 5
Did you
feet
say?
from the edge now.
I'll be 5 feet from the
5 feet? Yeah, you can. Yep.
edge. I will pull out my revolver and take a shot.
Yes.
Alright. Do it.
19.
That hits.
Whoa. That is 11 damage.
You shoot him a couple times in like the abdomen area. You see some blood pouring out of the bullet holes in the armor. He screams in pain once again. He's trying to get up, but all these robotic parts are like shaking and quivering and making strange clanking noises. Is that all you want to do? Or can you do anything else?
Yes, that is all I can do.
Cool. It is the mugger, not the mugger's
The
turn.
mugger.
The MechaBugbear. Now the MechaBugbear, he gets up. That's half of his movement, and he is going to attempt to jump up with an athletics. Oh, that's a ghetto crit right there. He's going to jump up onto the platform next to, basically between Gaige and Sisk. So he's going to swing his battle axe, or his great axe. As he does so, this like red flaming energy pulses from it. And let's see. So first he's going to hit, but yeah, he basically makes one attack against odds, Gaige, even Sisk. I rolled a 1. So Gaige. That is 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, and a good old 16 versus AC.
That hits.
Oh, okay. Alright. That will be... 4 slashing damage, and then he rolls a 13 fire damage. No, sorry, not 13. 11 fire damage. And then that's the end of his turn.
Yeah, with that, Gaige's jacket catches on fire and he goes down.
Alright. Next is... see if any hostages break free. No. But that one hostage, he is going to run back in and he's going to try and attempt to start breaking people free. No. He's just going to use something in there. And yeah, he breaks 2 people free of their bonds. Next, we'll go back to Paige. She's going to run up to Gaige, and she's going to use strength to try and pull him away from the edge, and pull him away from the bugbear. Yep, she pulls you 15 feet away.
Oh wow.
She stamps out your fire, but she can't attack. Next will be Spigs.
Spigs is loading up and firing in to the bugbear. I was really hoping for another crit. There's only a 9 plus 4, I think.
That misses. You shoot and he swats it away once again with his axe. And it will go to Gaige. Sorry.
Saving throw.
Yeah, Gaige, yep. Saving throw. Death saving throw.
17.
Alright, that is 1 pass. It'll be Sisk now. He's going to put the shoot the shotgun at the bugbear, and 19 will hit again. Man, Sisk is good. He's an old dude, but he can definitely shoot a shotgun. Alright, that is... He blasts the shotgun into the bugbear's back. A whole bunch of shrapnel tears off a plate. The bugbear sort of like dips to a knee a little bit, roars in pain. And then it is Cortaine's turn.
So I will drop my revolver with my left hand, grab out my bastard sword, and
Yep.
I will charge the bugbear.
Alright,
A 21,
that will hit.
14 damage.
14 what was it, slashing?
Yep.
Tell me how you kill the MechaBugbear.
I will run underneath his arm, cutting just underneath the armpit.
Yep.
So his arm then hangs limp, and then I will move it back around, slitting one of his ankles. As he then falls down, I will drive the sword through the back of his neck.
As he falls to one knee, you drive the sword through his neck, severing his cybernetic head. It rolls off of his body, lands on the ground, and his red orbital eye flickering off and on, pulsing off and on. His bugbear eye looking straight into yours, Cortaine. He says,
You have defeated me, but more will come to taste my place.
I crush the cybernetics with my foot.
and that's where we'll leave it.
Awesome.
Well, it looks like he's finally gone. Or is he? No, he's probably gone. I'm Crux, the interdimensional demon bard, and I'll be telling you more stories next time, traveler.
Hey everyone, we just want to take the time to give a massive, great, huge, gigantic, brutal shout out to Mike Morfitt, aka Ion Pulse. He has been gracious enough to share his music with us, allow the use of it on our podcast, allow us to showcase how much of a freaking awesome artist he is. Anyway, the last two tracks you heard and are listening to right now are from one of his latest EPs titled The Warlock of Snake Mountain. The tracks are named A Fire in the Ruins Part 1 and Fortress. And now they're both fucking amazing tracks and they run flawlessly from one to the other. Ion Pulse has some other wicked EPs out on Bandcamp, so if you like these two songs, then you'll love the entire EP, not to mention his other albums. Now, if you support Ion Pulse by buying an album, you will not be disappointed, and I can fucking guarantee that shit. It's good. Really good. Check it out. Now, you can find him on SoundCloud at soundcloud.com/Mike-Morfitt. MORPHETT, and most importantly, his Bandcamp is ionpulse.bandcamp.com. And Ion Pulse, if you're listening, you're a fucking champion. Thank you for downloading, thank you for listening, thank you for being a gigantic cybernetic creature that roams the streets looking for worthy opponents and threatening their families and crushing vigilante groups that do good and just things in the city of Darkhaven.
It's me, Peter. Thanks for listening to our mega episode with the MechaBugbear. If you want to check out other cool things we put online, go to our website, www.beyondthedice.com.
Guys, check out our Instagram. We, generally I take most of the pictures and put them up there, but still, we as a group endorse them pictures. You'll find D&D memes, you'll find pictures of dice and, pictures of gaming stuff like board games, video games, and sometimes I will release little sneaky sort of behind the DM screen images. And you can check out our Instagram at Beyond the Dice.
We also have a Facebook page, and you can get any news or other cool pictures there. And that's at facebook.com/BTDPOD.
Also, if you have any time, if you could give us a review, preferably a good review, that would be fantastic. It would help spread the news about rankings and stuff like that, so we get more listeners. Thanks.
Alright guys, well, I should say, alright people of Darkhaven, our adventurers, our heroes, our mercenaries, have a good evening, have a good day whenever you're listening to this, and have fun.
Good night.
Catch you later.
Bye.
Goodbye.